seemed to bounce there and couldn't find my tape. So a little bit of that, a little bit of just more of an aggressive mentality.
As a team, what you like most about this one?
I think just sticking with it. It's we had our ups and downs throughout the game, but I think when we turned over pucks, we did a good job of just clogging the middle and playing good defense. So we know they can capitalize on their chances. So for us, it's just playing good deep.
How much of a difference does it make having Noah back there on the blue line, who's everywhere tonight?
Yeah, he's a great player. I mean, he's a top skater, and you can see the way he moves it with his legs and can skate around guys. So he makes a big difference, and obviously we're happy to have him back.
In the middle of a little line shift, a little there, working with Will and it was Jack and Riley. Just overall, when the lines just switch like that, how does it feel? And you guys are kind of in the middle of a switch on your goal when you took a shot and Barbie's goal. So how was it, just playing on different lines and kind of adapting on the fly like that?
Yeah, it seems like it's kind of the way it's going right now with different injuries and different guys going on different nights. So just being prepared to play your game regardless of who you're with. And luckily we have a deep team, so whoever you're with, you're gonna have some chances.
What about working with Barbie works best for you?
I think he's strong on the puck. He got good vision. He can protect the puck. So getting that forecheck game going and getting that cycle game going.
What did you see out of Kira Schmidt goal?
Yeah, it was great. He made some timely saves for us. So that's always huge to give you confidence going the other way.
Thanks, Brad.
Thank you. I just talked to him, so no one wants to start. You guys go ahead.
Kira, how would you describe that one?
Fun. Tight games like that. I think they're always fun as a goalie too. Because I think emotions are a little higher too. A little bit more pressure, I think, than other games if you're up 4-1 or 3-1. But yeah, it was fun.
That one on DeBrincat, they catch with the glove and then the rebound pops back into your glove. How do you even try to describe how you react to that in real time?
I don't know. I mean, he shot it very hard. It just popped off my glove right back at me. And I was just, throwing my hand up and hoping I'm going to get it.
How did having Noah back on the blue line change things from your perspective tonight?
Yeah, he helps out a lot. He's a great player, and he gives the team a lot of confidence back in the back or on the blue line offensively.
It looked like you guys transitioned a lot better out of your zone with him on the ice tonight. Do you notice it?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's a great player. He has a lot of poise. CCIs very well.
Was it one of those cases where you kind of felt you're locked in after that? It seemed like the third shot of the game they had. It was a pretty good one you made. So just did you feel locked in a little bit after getting into the game a little bit?
Yeah, obviously getting a couple shots early on helps. Just getting dialed in and feel the puck and feel good about your game.
When you look at the other end of the ice and John Gibson's making some pretty good saves as well, does that fuel you at all when you're kind of in a goal duel?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, a little bit more shots than I did, the first half. So for me, it's just try to focus on the next shot. He was just getting shot after shot. But it's always fun to see another goalie play well too.
With how well Carl's been playing and the fact that Aiden will be back eventually and there's another goalie who could be in the fold, do you view it as competition and does that kind of fuel you, or do you try to ignore that kind of stuff while you're out there?
I mean, obviously you're aware of it, but you just kind of go out there and play. At the end of the day, you want to help the team win, no matter the situation.
Thanks, Kira.
Thanks.
First, obviously, in a really long time for you. What did it feel like out there?
Yeah, it was good. It was nice to be back in the lineup with the guys, and it's tough, watching and not being a part of it. So it's good to be back, and I'm gonna try to keep it, simple early and get my feet under me, and the team, had a good game.
It looked like you made the impact really early in this one and carried it throughout the game. What did you do in the time that you were away to make sure you were mentally and physically ready for this?
Yeah, I mean, I think whenever you're out for a long period of time like that, you got to take that as an opportunity to work on certain things and make sure you're in shape and ready to go when you come back. So it's a little weird, being out the first month of the season and kind of not getting into a flow after camp. But I thought I felt good tonight and just gotta keep building the game.
Good enough to play over 22 minutes. Were you a little surprised you had that much time on ice tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think any night, I'm expecting to be a big part of the team and help the team win, and however many minutes that is, that'll take care of itself. But I thought tonight it was a good first step.
I know you haven't played in all of them, but just looking back at all the games, this feels like one of the more complete defensive performances. Were there any areas you felt that led to that?
I think we were good in front of our nets tonight. There was a few times where we had some chances, and it's something we talked about, just being good both ends of the ice and the slots and net front, making sure we're cleaning out whoever's there. And I thought tonight we did a pretty good job of that. And we talked about our starts. That tonight we did a better job of coming out hot and having some possession and building the game as it went along. So yeah, definitely something to build off of.
Games like this where goals are at a premium. Your thoughts on Akira and what he brought to the table tonight?
Yeah, he played unbelievable. He's been great, the whole year since camp. So it's when you lose a guy like Hiller out for like an injury like that, it's huge to have these guys step up. And he played awesome tonight. Super happy that he was able to take the shot.
Two young goalies in there, and you guys haven't really missed a beat. How impressed has everyone been with the way those two have handled it?
Yeah, it's been great. They're both confident guys, and they're both great goalies. And I think us as a team, we always take pride in playing good defensive hockey and being good in front of whoever's in net. And I think tonight, as a whole group, we did a good job of that.
I thought both goaltenders played well. It's probably, you look at a 1-0 game, you think maybe there's not a lot of offense. And certainly the special teams, there wasn't a lot of calls, so you missed that part of it. But I thought both goalies did a real good job. Ours was one shot better, right? So I thought we played relatively well in front of them. We had some breakdowns. They were getting behind us. So again, another good game for us. He's generally given us a chance to win every time he was in there, and tonight was no different.
Hi, Bruce Paulo, Los Santos, NHL.com. Just having Noah back there seemed to really calm a lot of situations down. How does it feel to have him back, and what impact do you feel he had on his game?
Well, you probably summed it up. He is a calming presence back there. He can get pucks out of trouble, transports it out of certain situations where maybe other guys don't have that separation ability or composure to do it. So that helps you a lot, not getting pinned in your own end for extended period of time. I thought the Ozone blue line real active. I don't know exactly what his shot attempt totals were, but it seemed like he was trying to get pucks to the net when he had an opportunity, and did. And some of them were off net, but they weren't getting blocked; they were getting through, and allowed us to keep some pucks alive. And him and Whitey are a good pair. He was excited to play too, right? This basically him coming out of training camp, played one game, so it showed out there, and he makes us better. But you got to deal with the injuries when you have them, and Ben did a good job for us. Now it's Handy's turn to give us some quality minutes. He's been in the league a long time, does it every year, so we're grateful to have him back.
Ken Wilkie's in Vegas. What have you liked about how you've defended against the empty net this year?
You got me thinking now, right? Because I'm thinking Boston, we would have had to do it as a 1-goal game. Carly got an empty netter, didn't he, in Calgary at home, maybe? Here. The other games would have been overtime San Jose win. We would have had Calgary 6-1. There wouldn't have been a goalie out. I think in general, even going back to last year, we've done a really good job with it. A lot of empty net goals, not a lot of 6-on-5 goals, if I recall. We did have, was it 2 years ago, Dallas burnt us, I think, late, maybe a couple of times by outsticking us at the net. And we made some adjustments to make sure we kept our forward a little lower, a lower triangle around, so we always had 3 guys at the net. We kind of stuck with that for the most part. But the guys still have to make reads when pucks go off net. That's your chance to be aggressive and get it out. And I think we've done a good job of not taking us out of the good ice to go challenge a puck that we have no chance at. I think that's what we've done really well. They made good reads doing that. I also think through the neutral zone, we were able to force a dump or no clean entries, and that helps too. Now they got to go win a puck back. That happened to us the other night in Colorado, right? We barely get the goalie out. We got to go win a puck back. We don't do it, and it's in our net. So that can be frustrating. So those are the 2 areas I think we've done a real good job with that. And so to answer your question, I'm really happy with it. I just don't know the exact numbers, so I don't want to sound like I'm happy with bad numbers, but it feels like, to me at least, that we haven't been scored upon a lot since maybe, it might have been 2 years back. I thought we got burnt a couple times and we kind of revisited it.
Go back to Danny.
The decision to swap Carlson and Eichel's wingers, were you just looking for a spark there, and what did you think about the way they responded?
Yeah, I mean, like some of the guys offensively hasn't happened for them yet, so I thought it really helped Brandon Saad's game. He was really engaged tonight, ends up getting an assist, had some really good looks. Again, moving some pieces around. Marner's a guy that we had always said would play with Jack. He's with Hurdle now, a little, you know, maybe a little bit with Carly, see how it all fits. So that was it. I thought we were playing okay, but it was a little more of, okay, some of the guys, sometimes when it's not going your way, when you change lines, it's also, it forces the new line to communicate a little bit. Now they're engaged with each other on the game, and I think that sometimes that can help guys just get going, and sometimes just want to see what it looks like, right? You never know when you need it, and I didn't think we were taken away from, you know, I didn't think every line was clicking so much that we couldn't do it, yet I wasn't disappointed with the lines. I just thought it was a good time to maybe take a look at it.
Last one for Bruce, back to ball. Just thoughts on Jeremy Lawson's game tonight?
Yeah, too bad the goal didn't count. That's an odd one because I've seen a lot of those that have counted this year that feels like he had possession going over the blue line. The puck was on his stick, but I guess they determined maybe he wasn't trying to make that play. That's one we'll try to get an answer for because I think it can go both ways. We had to go our way in Tampa, right, with Kucherov. So at the end of the day, tough luck there, but made a good play in the goal. I think him and Corsi are very steady. Like, this is a pair that if you're not noticing them a lot in terms of mistakes, you're probably getting a really good game out of them, and that's been the case a lot. I'm usually noticing them being physical, blocking a shot, killing a play, putting out a fire in D zone. So I think they're doing their job. I really do. You know, they've been together since day one. I think it's partnership's working, it's growing, and so yes, happy with Jeremy. He was physical tonight. Stayed out of trouble in terms of the penalty box. I think he's gotten a few calls. I think the one in Carolina, I think the other day, ran a little bump on a guy, got called. So I think he's also been the victim of some 50-50 ones, but thought he played hard tonight, did a good job for us. And you'll probably see a lot of that, where he's a hard-nosed guy that makes it tough on the other team.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thank you.